In this video, I'll show you how you can stop your data sources from refreshing on the Tableau server. You want to use this whenever, for example, your data source is stuck. I'm going to follow the article on the Tableau community. This article is, however, for Tableau 9. You can actually use this for 10 as well. Not much has changed. And I'll link this article in the video as well. So the first thing what we need to do is identify the process that does the extract or the data source refresh. So if you log into your server, this is our Information Lab server, and you go to all sites if you have multiple sites, and then you go to status. Keep in mind that you have to be a server admin to see some of this information. So for example, this is not relevant now, but if you're not a server admin, you won't be able to access these so-called analysis dashboards. But the processes we're interested in are on the top, and specifically the backgrounder. So the backgrounder is tasked for doing extract refreshes, for subscriptions, so sending out the emails when people subscribe to different dashboards, and when people hit the Run Now button on a dashboard. You can see that we have two backgrounders running. They're not doing anything at the moment. You'll see when you do an extract refresh or a data source refresh, they'll start spinning. And that's also what you'll notice on your server. So if you think, oh, I need to stop my data source from refreshing, it's taking too long, then what you have to do is first of all find out which backgrounder it is. You can easily hover over, and then you can see these two have kind of IP addresses. And what you then want to do is they're spinning, and this is in our browser, so you can only stop them if you go to your server box. So let's do that. So I'm just gonna go to our server. This is our server instance, and then you want to open up the task manager. So I'm gonna open up the task manager. And in here, this is similar to any Windows machine. You can see what's running, and this is running on a server. We already sorted this on name, so let's scroll down and let's have a look for our backgrounders. So yeah, you can see here there's the Tableau Server background, and there's another one. So there are two, like we saw previously. They're not doing anything at the moment, but in your case, they will probably be running if you do a Tableau Server or data source refresh. What we want to identify is actually which background we need to stop. First of all, when they're running, you'll see it. The CPU will increase, the memory will increase. But if they're running both at the same time, what you can do is if you add another column, so if you just right click on the top and say command line, you'll get some more information about the location of the backgrounders and where they're running. And in these two lines, it will give you the code we saw earlier when you hovered over the background processes. What you then do is you right-click the one you want to stop, and you say End Task. What will happen is that your backgrounders won't be stopped forever. Tableau will be annoyed for a bit that you stopped the processes, but they will respawn. And when they respawn, they won't be doing anything because you stopped the processes from running. So then they're both back, so that's fine. However, I want to stress here that this is not a thing you should do very often. I wouldn't stop my backgrounds a lot. They have other tasks as well, say the subscriptions. If you stop them, people won't be able to receive their subscriptions. And what I would highlight is that you would need to focus on kind of data source best practices. Don't set up large data source refreshes and try to prevent them from getting stuck. But having said that, you can easily stop them by right-clicking and ending the task.